said they gon' pop me. Asked if I'm sipping, boy. I said probably. All white stepping, yeah. I'm feeling godly. My nigga know how I'm coming. I'm right behind him. Hello, my name is 504IcyGirl, and I'm over here with Nolazine.
If you ain't on Nolazine, you ain't on.
Gotcha. So, we already did an interview probably about 4 years ago. And everybody know what you represent with the Westbank. And, you got a brand new song that's cutting up. You telling people Westbank. So, for the people for the people watching right now and who never heard you, I want you to, spit that shit to them.
All right, bet. Westbank, Night War, where he at? I'm going, hoes mad, I ignore it, pussy good, put it on him. Westbank, Night War, where he at? I'm going, hoes mad, I ignore it, pussy good, put it on him. Who that said they gon' pop me? Asked if I'm sipping, boy. I said probably. All white stepping, yeah. I'm feeling godly. My nigga know how I'm coming. I'm right behind him.
And he actually right behind me right now. I had to throw that in there, huh? Man, I'm going to tell y'all, man, we're going to talk about love. Man, I interviewed her 4 years ago. The man was in the same place, and they still together, going strong. Like, before we jump in the full interview, let's talk about loyalty, love. Like, how important it is to you to, be loyal to someone, that was with you, from the start.
Love and loyalty is definitely, my number one priority in life. Because when you don't have nothing, that's one thing that you will always have. Nobody can't take it away from you. Is the most valuable thing.
Yeah, because, it's crazy because, but we live in a time on social media where people feel like but they don't have relationships that's lasting or nothing there. Like, everybody feel like, they got to find something better than what they have.
Yeah.
Like, everybody feel like the grass is greener and everybody end up single. It's like everybody everyone on the internet has relationship advice who's not in a relationship.
Right.
So with that being said, but what's your best relationship advice to somebody that's watching this interview, thinking about, going strong with somebody for years or for a future, thinking about getting married, etc.?
I feel like my best advice is to try to understand the other person as much as possible. Because everybody is so different, even when you come from the same place. So once you get on a real understanding of another person, loving them is easy. It is already easy when you love somebody, but having that true understanding and want to understand, that's the best advice I could give somebody.
I tell everybody got some shit with them. You just got to find a person that you could put up with their shit. If you could put up with their shit, you could love them. Because, ain't nothing going to be perfect.
Right.
So cause everybody if I see some people just break up after one argument, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. It's not possible for not to argue at all.
Right. Yeah, I feel like every couple do argue. My mom and my dad, they probably argue. They don't argue a lot, but they argue at least once a week, and it really be funny to the kids because it's they be so in love, but every once in a while,
Hey, but you gotta argue for that to make up sex. But how you gonna make up if you never argue?
I guess you're right.
I can lie to you. I think if a relationship had no one arguing, someone's in that relationship miserable and trying to hold it.
Some wrong.
He's just holding everything back, or she holding everything back. I don't want to make her mad.
I feel you.
Gotcha. So, you represent the West Bank like we talked about it last time. So these years you just represent the West Bank, how many people been hating on you? Because, they always be man, that ain't New Orleans. But the crazy part is, I learned a little more information about Algiers too on the years in the church. But I'm from Algiers. I was born in Algiers and stuff. But people always talk about Algiers, not New Orleans. But Algiers in the French Quarter was the first places in New Orleans.
Period. Give them history.
Hey, but did you know that?
I didn't even know that.
Algiers in the French Quarter was the first place.
It's probably why they look so much alike. Algiers look just like the French Quarter.
It's the reason why they can't change that, the old Algiers. Because it's historic. But they had but they tried to build one on tunnel from the French Quarter to Algiers for for the transport, alcohol, tobacco, and even the slaves tried to go through there. But the Mississippi River power was just too strong.
Yeah.
But it been too strong. But it's crazy because my dad from Christopher Holmes, he used to say he used to be swimming in the Mississippi River. I'm like,
that's crazy.
This ain't the Mississippi River because these people, the current taking these people away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I don't know why they be shining on LJs.
I be laughing though. Like it's one hill that I'm forever gonna die on. I don't give a fuck. Like the West Bank is New Orleans, bitch. West Bank of what? New Orleans.
But no, I'm gonna tell you before we go back. New Orleans only claim the West Bank when somebody from the West Bank is actually winning it. So. Like, they had a girl who won the national, I'm like, spelling bee, and she was from Harvey. Oh, she from New Orleans. Like, oh.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I remember seeing that.
But, like, just say just say you get your $1 million deal. Oh, she from New Orleans. Like, they claim you when you're winning. Mm-hmm. Like a football player, somebody.
Yeah.
That's like Jamar Chase. He from the West Bank. But you gonna hear people say, oh, he from New Orleans.
Nah, I feel you.
It's like, you only get approved by the city of New Orleans when you win it.
Mm-hmm. When I'm in town, don't get me wrong. Nigga asks where I'm from. I'm going to say I'm from Harvey. I'm from the West Bank. Whereas when I'm in L.A., people ask where I'm from. I'm going to say New Orleans, the West Bank. So I see where people be coming from, but I don't give a fuck.
But the crazy part is, the first platinum selling artist was from like Monroe, Louisiana.
Who?
But Bust Down.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's his song? I need to know.
Nasty bitch. But Put Your Baddies On. He actually got signed to Luke. And guess what? But Luke jacked him out all his songs. Put Your Baddies On. He got a lot of songs.
All the New Orleans artists be getting jacked out their songs.
No, it was him and someone else from Marrero was like signed too around the time Warren Ways. I know you heard the song Cruising Down the Street and Real Slow.
Yeah, my mom loved that song.
But did you know that he was signed? Like he was a big signed artist?
Damn.
Yeah. He was signed to but it started with an A that everybody be signed to. But Atlantic Records.
Atlantic.
Way in the 90s.
That's crazy. I did not know that. I need to get on my West Bank history.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that. I'm like, Marrero's song was big. Like, I heard, like, they got a magazine article that Notorious B.I.G. said, he took a little bit of his style, MC Thick. Yeah, it tell you a lot. Like, you don't really know.
Yeah.
They got a lot of history. It's just, that's like Tim Smoove from the Avondale. Like, if a lot of people from like rap a lot was saying, but they kind of gained, like it was some real flow from dude. Like he was good. Like, but like they don't get the West Bank credit.
They don't. No, I see what you're saying.
Like you have to make it for them to claim you.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you're just a regular person in West Bank, like West Bank country ass motherfucker.
No, for real. It's one of them things that like if you from the West Bank, you just used to it your whole life and be like, fuck that shit.
See, I used to just be everywhere. So people knew I was from the West Bank, but they still kind of associated me with cross the road because I'd be in the East everywhere. But I used to always say, y'all say the West Bank country, but we don't be fighting chickens. Like they fight chickens in the Ninth Ward and the 17th. Like.
No, I see what you're saying. You got a good point.
Like I've been through a lot of different hoods that did country shit.
I feel you.
Like I seen country shit in the 7th Ward that I never seen in Marrero or Elvie.
No, facts.
But like they ain't gonna hit it.
Nah, you got a point. When I was younger, my grandpa and his mama, they from the Desire, so we used to go visit her. We used to go visit her house, my great grandma, and we used to go over there, feed the chickens, feed the pigeons and shit. I used to be feel like, if anything, bitch, I feel like I'm in the country, like feeding all type of little animals. That shit used to be fun. Coming over there with buku bread.
Question: have you ever fed a chicken on the West Bank?
No, never. I've never even. No, you have a good point. I've never even seen a chicken just walk around.
What you mean? I seen hogs in the Ninth Ward across Canal. I seen people with damn near farm.
They gonna be mad. They gonna be mad at us.
But the truth hurts. Truth is the truth. Like I tell people anything. I'll take it back 20 years or better. I still wouldn't mind growing on the West Bank. The only shotgun houses they have is in the LJs. They don't have really shotgun houses on the West Bank. That was like the West Bank was like kind of like you made it. Like the dudes who used to sell drugs used to hustle on this side and go to the West Bank.
I feel you.
So it's like I don't know why they shine on the West Bank so bad. But I always get them with this one.
What?
Y'all ain't got no mall. You got to come to Jefferson Parish.
They got Riverside, Riverwalk.
That ain't no mall. That's an outlet now. I'm juicing. All my people, that's why they love me. Know the plug. Gotcha. So, we got ICES in the building. So, ever since the last time I interviewed you, I'm like, what has changed? I'm like, see what's that, ever like, what has changed with you?
Oh, my bad. I thought she was like following up with a question.
Nah.
All type of stuff, bro. I definitely since then had a tour, dropped buku projects. I did the Nike campaign, did the stuff with Red Bull, got the 2K placement. I've been going in with Syncs lately. I love the Sync bag. Like, I've been just doing a bunch of major campaigns lately. I'm trying to see what's next for next year. I know that Super Bowl coming.
If you did the 504 G Nikes and I ain't get a pair, I had to go buy a pair for my Asian neighbor. I saw Rob 49 sending people G Nikes. I was like, dang. I said, I must ain't important enough to give me some 504s.
Yeah, they let us all like gift people that we love and that we are inspired by.
That's dope,
so it was really fun.
So like, how do you feel like when things like that happen for this city?
Oh, I love it. I feel like it's not enough of it. So I'd be real grateful when I see any like major campaign do something in New Orleans. Like I'm excited to see all the Super Bowl stuff come out because I'm already knowing like they probably gonna really fuck with a lot of local talent and stuff.
Right. So like, bring me to an email or a phone call. Like, what happens when big brand like Nike or like 2K, reach out to you?
So the Nike situation, it definitely felt fake because it was a DM. Like I got a DM from a creative director, and they was just like, "Hi, I'm working with Nike, and we would love to work with you on this upcoming campaign. Can you give me a call?" Of course, I thought it was fake at first, but I'm like, I'm about to call these people. Like, you never know. Called them. It was real. They gave me the information, and it felt just crazy. And then the next 2 days, we had the fit-in. And then, like, the 3 days after that, we shot. And it was amazing. They let me take my hairdresser with me on there. So it was fun. It was super fun. And for the 2K thing, I'm signed with a sync agent, which is somebody who pitches your music for sync. They sent me an email, like, last year, or maybe early this year, like, way before the game came out. And he was like, hey, 2K, think about having Fried, because that's the name of the project. They think about having Fried on the next 2K. And we was like, oh my God, we couldn't believe it. But we didn't know which song because we was like, they just said Fried. And that's a whole project with me and Poppy. So we had to wait a little bit longer. And then it was like, it's For the Win. And I was like, damn, because For the Win is pretty vulgar. But we did have a clean version. That's why you always got to have a clean version for your music. Got placed. But things with sync, like, they can tell you something is getting placed, but at the last minute, it can get taken away. So, like, I don't like to get too, like, hyped up over the sync until, like, it's out. Because 7 months later, then we finally got the real confirmation. Okay, it's coming out. They're going to give y'all copies of the game, blah, 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 blah. It was fun.
So, how it is to get one, I'm like, check from 2K, like, I'm like, direct deposit it or they send a real check?
Man, that shit takes so long to get paid. Like, it takes so long to get paid from stuff, especially sync, like, probably a year. Like, I ain't get the money yet. Usually, at least with this company, you get paid in quarters, like the quarter after they get paid. So if they get paid in January, you'll get paid you'll get paid around like April-ish. But they usually don't get paid probably 6 months till after the thing drops. So I'm basically not getting that money till way later.
Yeah, but they got to see how it sells and everything like that.
No, it's not even that. It's just like the entertainment industry works on net 6 months. Like people complain about getting paid net 15, net 30. Well, I wish I was y'all motherfuckers. People in the entertainment industry, a lot of times, especially producers, they don't get paid till years later after shit drop. And it's not because of what's selling. It's just, that's how it go.
And in the meanwhile, bills still coming.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you got to just jump into everything you can jump into.
Right. And then especially when you get paid from that, so many people get they cut. Like, we got to pay the management. We got to pay the producer. We paying the Seek agent. So not only are you getting paid like a year or two later, you getting paid like 20-40% at the most type of it.
Dang. So, you've been working, I don't even know if you have a team. It's always been, I always see you and Poppy. Like, do you have a team?
Yes, of course. Our team is I can't even talk. Our team is the Gentili agency. Smoove is the leader, the boss. Raj signed us, what was that, last year? I want to say last year, January. Raj signed us, been putting us to work. I
ain't gonna lie to you, but I thought this was all you and Poppy doing.
It was all just me and Poppy for a long time. Okay. A long, long time. And then finally, we got management.
And so Raj Smoove is finally using his connections, huh?
Nah, he been using his connections.
Use your connection for me, Raj, man. Make Nolazine the biggest. Gotcha. So, you got new music, you got a bounce song. Or you got Westbank. Where you at? You just rapped a little bit for him. So, like, but how that song came about with Slash?
So, I've been a fan of Slash, of course. So many people love Slash. He first did a clean song for me. Well, it wasn't clean. He first did a Nike homage song for me on one of my last projects. That was the first time working, but we didn't really get to, like, work. It was just something that I did for the project, like to say thanks to Nike. So then fast forward to now, I'm working on a whole bounce project, and I was like, I gotta tap in with Slash again. So I hit him up and sent him some acapellas, and he just did his thing. He did like three or four of them for real, and Where He At just the first one to come out.
Right. And the crazy part is, before the interview, we were just talking about Slash, and like nobody knew what Slash looked like. Slash,
he be working.
Slash, you're a real ghost, huh? but we kind of know what Slash look like now.
Nah, facts.
Gotcha. So like, how important it is to you to make a bounce song in New Orleans? Because like a lot of people don't kind of like cater to their culture. Like I don't want to be labeled as a bounce artist.
Right. It's definitely I feel like bounce is one of the gems of our culture, and I want to do it because I'm fucking from New Orleans. So it was one of the things, like, I'm definitely going to do it, even though it's outside my comfort zone. Because a lot of people, since this song been taken off, a lot of people don't know, like, I'm really a regular rapper. I just started doing bounce music because I've always listened to it my whole life. My first bounce song was with C Finance, and it was kind of hard for me to record. I remember being in the studio, like, I don't know what to say. And then Poppy was like, just have fun. Just have fun with it and just say anything. And it sounded so funny to me because with rap, you overthink so much. But with bounce, you could just let it flow and have fun. So I learned to really love it to the point where I was like, I'm about to do a whole bounce project. Like, I got to do a bounce project. And that's why I'm working on Caked Up. Definitely got a few legends on there. And I'm really excited about it. I just feel like it's one of them genres, like I said, you could just be carefree and not really have to overthink. Whereas when I'm rapping, I'm like, I gotta have a double entendre here. I'm not having enough bars right here. Like, I gotta switch the flow up a little bit more. Sometimes that get a little overwhelming. So I like having bounce as another outlet, not just rapping. Because
I was about to say, I hope you don't say, like, making a bounce song is easy because the bounce artists be getting mad, like, man, everybody think it's easy.
I wouldn't say it's easy because it's hard to get out your comfort zone and try something new and be carefree. It's not easy. It's just a different type of art form where you can be a little bit more carefree. But I wouldn't label it as easy at all.
Right. But the crazy part is in New Orleans, like, it's transition. Like back in the day, like people used to dance to like hip hop music, but like in New Orleans now, if you want like New Orleans to actually dance and like engage to your music, you have to make a bounce song down here. Like they don't dance and people stand in the club standing around looking at each other. But if it's bounce, but you might get some dudes do their thing and girls might start twerking. But like every other song, everybody's just looking, so you don't know if your song hot or not.
Nah, you got a really good point. I'm not gonna lie, like. Before I really got into bounce, it was way harder to get my music played in the club and shit like that. Like, so you got a really good point with that. Where He At been in buku clubs, been in the Superdome. Bitch only been out 2-3 weeks, so I definitely feel you on that. Like,
and you mind like, man, I should have been did a Where You At.
I feel you.
It's being hard and shit trying to get these songs. I should have, but I should have did. I'm like, well, yeah, it be like 4 years ago, huh?
Nah, I feel you.
Gotcha. So being in the game for a while now, tell us what do you enjoy most about it and what do you hate about it?
The thing I enjoy the most is definitely traveling and the shows, like meeting all the people. It's just real special. I really like that the most. The part I hate the most is the fakeness maybe that come with it. Every industry, got a little fakeness in it. But I feel like the entertainment industry especially is hard to navigate because of all the smoke and mirrors and just you don't know what's real and what's not in this industry.
Gotcha. So, being a female artist in New Orleans, Louisiana, I'm going to say Louisiana, do you feel like you have support from other female artists?
I feel like for the most part I do. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of women, especially artists, fuck with me pretty heavy, especially in Louisiana. Like, I don't have no complaints.
Gotcha. So, with this being this question, when you get signed for that first $10 million, $2 million, but what is the first thing you're going to buy?
I feel like the first thing I'm gonna buy is a house. I really want a house so bad. Like, I want to own a house. So, yeah.
Hey, but what kind of house? You want a mansion or what you need?
I don't even say they gotta be a mansion. It just gotta be at least 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms at least. Like, I just really want a house to call my own so I can start like pimping it out and do whatever I want with it.
I just got one. In the last week, I just spent $5,000 on a mattress and a thing. And I'm gonna tell you, houses are cool, but I miss the apartment because
I feel it.
Because you have a maintenance man.
No,
when you
facts.
have a house.
Facts.
The only problem with the house is when things break, you gotta physically fix it.
I'm knowing.
Yeah, like, but me and my wife moved in a brand new house, and the first year, even the maintenance, like even like the appliances, that the people put like installing them was breaking. Like we had to.
I'm knowing.
So it's like I tell people like it's cool getting a house, but you better be prepared for it. Like if ain't no maintenance man come and fix nothing.
No, facts.
Like,
I'm knowing that. I just love the luxury of everything is mine. Yeah. Whatever I want to do, I could do it. If my dog fucked that shit up, it's cool. Like,
oh, my dog definitely fucked the garage up. He scratched that man.
I'm telling you, yes.
Boy, but you gotta tell Pop. You better look at YouTube and it would be ready to be the maintenance man. You gotta fix the toilet, all kinds of stuff. Gotcha. So, like, what's next for you?
What's next? Definitely about to drop the project in January. I want to go on another tour for sure, so I'm going to start planning that. And I just want to continue to get bigger, work on new sounds. I want to work on new genres, maybe do some pop songs. Just keep growing as an artist for real.
Gotcha. So, before we leave, gotta ask you this, like, for the females that's watching this right now, who like thinking about becoming a music artist, thinking it's easy, thinking it's gonna be sweet. Like, I want you to give them like a little advice.
Cool. Let me think real quick. Cool. My advice for all the women in music that's coming up is definitely being confident in yourself and growing your team. Because as much as it feels like, oh, I could do it by myself, I got this. Everybody need a team, and building a team is definitely one of the most important things to do. Whether you, him, her, or they, honestly, in music, build that team and be confident in yourself.
Gotcha. And last but not least, tell the world, what can they find you at on social media and everywhere else? Okay.
My name is 504IcyGirl. Y'all can find me everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everything at 504IcyGirl. No I in girl. It's a little confusing.
It's all good. All right, we done.
Thank you. Thank you, Nolazine.